Hello, everybody, and we are live. Diana Boles, known as Oil Painter, artist extraordinaire,
Wow, thank you. Now I
lady
have to live up to
extraordinaire,
something.
is joining Jonathan and I today. Apparently, Jonathan and I got our times a little bit mixed up because of the time change when I did the creation. We both thought we were on the same page. So, Jonathan will be joining us shortly. He's setting up, so that gives us plenty of time. Diana, this is the first time you've been to my channel. Welcome.
Thank you for inviting me. Glad to be here.
For anybody who really doesn't know you, I know I'm sure Nancy does, but I don't know if Ramon or anybody watching on playback. Is there anything you want to share about yourself and your channel before we get started?
Well, my channel is really something that's non-existent because I don't work at it. um, it's there, but it's really mostly things that I have watched, or there's a couple that I have been on, shows where I've been on. For the most part, everybody follows those shows that I've been on. So there's that. And I'm an astrologer. I do Akashic readings, tarot cards, oracles, mediumship,
dream interpretation,
all the woo woos. It's all connected. You can't get away from one without the other. Even this, because this is also part of the world.
And you created your own deck of oracle cards, because the first time I heard about you and saw your work was Danny Shea.
There, thank you. Yeah, yeah. There's a deck of oracle cards. There's 28 cards in the deck so that you can use it like a grand tableau.
Okay.
And as I drew them, it was random. And the thing is that for quite some time, I've been trying to come up with a design where, like, sometimes my readings can be so intricate. There's 5, 6 different decks, right? So I was trying to figure out a way to do something like that without having 200 cards or without having a game board, because I didn't want to end it up on the Milton Bradley shelf with the Ouija board, right?
Yeah.
So
that's insane.
My guide said, just go back to the basics. Go back to a simple 28 card oracle deck. Well, at the same time, I was getting all these downloads and doing the oracle deck. Nancy Jean came up with the garden. And she came up with the perfect solution because, of course, she uses crystals and a silk scarf that you can fold up, put in your pocket, and that's never going to end up on the Milton Bradley shelf, right?
No.
So there you go. Anyways, I just found it fascinating that at the same time I was doing that, she was having these dreams and getting these downloads as well. And then we both came out with it at the same time. It was basically at the same time.
Nice.
And my first reasoning for passing them out, because in the beginning it was just passing them out, was because I had just moved home to Michigan after 30 years of living in Virginia, and we went into lockdown. And so I couldn't go make new friends because I moved to a completely different area of the state than I had grown up in, or where my family is. Everybody's an hour away by design.
By design. I like how she added that with a smile. By design.
Yeah. So there's that.
Boundaries. Yeah. Healthy boundaries.
Yeah. So I sent them to all of the readers that were keeping me sane during those times that we were going through.
Yeah. Okay. So very quickly, I just didn't want to interrupt because I make sure that when my guests come on, they share whatever they want. I try to be respectful as possible and
Oh, absolutely. You always are. You always are.
So Nancy again is here. Nancy's Crone Intuition. Ramon Moonscarab, welcome. Ramon is also an artist. And he says, looking forward to your masterpieces and energy. Thank you. Hello, Lalima, my dear. Welcome. It's good to see you, beautiful.
Good to see you.
Spiritual Rain. I just finished the show with her and Jackie's Crystal Moon. So thank you for popping in. Flowing is here. Hershey, the Shadow Reader. Hello, everyone. Yes, blessings and positive vibes. Thank you, Rain, for putting Diana's channel. Like Diana was explaining, she doesn't really do content on her channel, but she does do regular shows. You do one every week with Allie. You do one now. Is the one that you do with Val weekly? Is that only one you
Weekly.
got weekly? So
We have actually with Val, we have Cloak and Mantle where we do Akashic reading on the energy. And this has been a strange month, this Pisces season. And so we were supposed to be together on the 10th, but I had, like everybody else, overbooked myself, and I had a private reading to give as well, which if anybody is interested in that, all you have to do is contact me through my email.
And that's in the description below, y'all.
Thank you. So anyway, I had overbooked, so we canceled this past one, but we've been trying to schedule them for Akashic energy reads for the new moon and the full moon. And I also do a new moon and full moon with Valerie Bradshaw from Illumination Portal. And then the dream show on Tuesdays later in the evening with Allie. But earlier, 5:30 Eastern time is when I'm on with Val Dragonfly Crystals, and we are in Akashic readings. And I'm also on with Viviani and Linda De Gonzalez.
Wow, busy. And I've had both those lovely ladies on my channel, and they're just and they were all subscribers. We were all just channels at one point, and now we all have our channels.
Isn't it?
We're doing our things. So that's wonderful. And I know today's a busy day for you, so thank you for fitting me in into your schedule. I appreciate that so much.
Opportunity to do something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So
yeah, the last time we did this with Jonathan said that was the first time in 4 years he picked up a paintbrush, so it feels good to help my fellow chatters, my fellow readers to tap into that creativity again. So like last time, Jonathan and I had picked a card and we were going to do a painting based on the colors and or symbolism of that card. For me, I'm still working on the last one. I might pick a card out to kind of maybe add some colors to this. I'm using my Caran d'Ache aquarels. They're Neo 2s. They're dry and water soluble. So I'll be playing around with those on my painting, which I know it's kind of hard for people to see because of the light and stuff, but I'll be showing everybody a little bit here and there as we go along, and so I can keep up with chat. And Diana, what what card did you pull?
I'm using acrylics today, and rather than using my tubed acrylics, I'm using bottled acrylics.
And what I used.
Yeah, and right, it is so hard to go that much farther to get those the tubes out, and then I'm out of titanium white. How can you be out of titanium white? Because it's what you use the most, right? So I'm out of titanium white and tubes, and I thought, oh, the heck with it. I've got bottles. I'll just use bottles. And a deck that has resonated with me since the time it was published is the Wildwood Tarot. And I've always wanted to do my own rendition of the ancestor card. Elena the Trods is one of my guides. And so I'm going to try to do it justice. We'll see how that goes.
Yes. And for me, I'm just going to add, I decided I'm going to pull from that Witch Oracle deck that I was just sharing with you. And just to add maybe some different colors, a little bit more value to mine. So I'm going to use the Queen Hive or the Hive because I love the deep greens. It's kind of hard to see on with the camera. This is these beautiful, dark, rich,
it's very greens. Rembrandt. It's very Rembrandt in its light and portrayal.
So, and people from last time, they know that I do abstract. So let me just kind of turn this around a little bit. And so this is the one I'm going to be continuing working on. So there we go. And I'll show that a little bit here and there as we go along. And I think I'm going to adjust us to this way because I forgot to put us back, Diana, to this.
Oh,
There we go. So I think
that's
this
a little
is much
better.
Yeah.
Now
I forgot to put it back because I was showing Diana cards backstage and I wanted to be able to do it with, it was hard to see on
yeah,
the small
yeah.
screen. So, but so yes, everybody's coming in. Jackie, like I said in the chat, because of the time change, Jonathan, thought it was an hour from now, so he'll be joining us when he gets all set up. Fatima, welcome, my dear. Diana,
Yeah.
seriously, how can you be out of titanium white? Question mark.
Seriously, right?
That's rain.
And you know how many times it's because there isn't a pearl
And there he is.
available to me here. When I lived in Virginia, I would take a ride over to Maryland and go to the pearl store there. Of course, the best one is in New York, but I would go over there and be able to stock up on Rembrandt tubes and Shiva. Shiva is one of my favorite types of oils. It comes out of the tube like you don't need to add any extra oil to it.
Yeah.
But you could really pick up on extras by going over there to that.
I thought pearl.
Did I hear someone needed some titanium white?
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Perfect, Jonathan. Perfect. Hi, good to meet you.
So yes,
yeah, you too.
Diana, Jonathan. And
hi everyone. Sorry I was late.
Well, we thought we figured this out. I had to go through the same thing with Jackie because Ireland hasn't done their time change yet. So it's just one of those weeks where it is, and we just go with the flow. So everybody, Jonathan is here. His links are in the description below. I was fighting trying to get you pulled up on my iPad, Jonathan, so I could, click and do the thing for the description box for your Etsy store. I couldn't get it to work from my iPad. So if one of my mods might be able to go to the Etsy, I'm going to type it in. But Jonathan, you said you can also go to your Linktree and access it from there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
it's
there
one
is
of the links to my Linktree. So
okay. And there is a special you said for today while we are painting for 30% off in your store.
Yes, if you use the word aloha, all caps, you'll get 30% off. And I only have two things on there: my necklace and my 20 spread ebook. But
30% off. And hi Beth. And it's
apparently I can't.
Annie Bear. Hi Annie.
Join the chat.
The COVID treasures is on Etsy. I kept typing it in and it would not let me. It wouldn't bring up your store. It was so weird. And with my phone tapping onto that, it was asking me to relog in and everything. And to be honest, I can't remember my password. I was like, oh
no.
I don't think you're alone on that.
Yeah. So I heard someone say Annie Bear is here. Or I don't see Annie
maybe
Bear.
It was me. I thought you said Annie Bear was here.
Oh no, Beth, Aspazia Rising. So hello, Beth. And Floyd says I can't do the links either for some reason. It's weird. Well, just it'll work. Just go there.
I need to figure out which card I'm gonna. So once again, I pulled out Tarot Disassembled again because I figure it's the best thing.
There you go.
Tarot Disassembled. I really like it because the cards are basically stripped down to just the symbols, nothing else. So say Six of Pentacles, you just get the Pentacles, the Castle, the hand, right?
That's fun.
It just has, and that the window and the stage. It's the thing I really like about it is if you are looking to create a Tro deck and you want to just like don't want to think about the image, but you want to make sure that you have all of these symbols in there, that would be a great time to do it. So, like the one I just pulled, very fitting for today. 2 of Pentacles here. So all you get is the juggling hands, the 2 pentacles, the boats, right? That symbol in the top corner there, that means stage, right? So it looks like it's a staged image. You get the boats and the waves. So I guess this is what I'm going to be painting.
That's unique.
I
That's a
finished
really
getting
cool
my
deck.
paint out.
All right.
So I'm still working on mine from last time, and I'm using my, here, let me get Jonathan down and just put me
You
up
want
here.
to see my finished one from last
Yeah,
time?
let's see Jonathan's first
Yeah.
one from last time. It's the Empress.
The Empress. Let's
And
see.
there we
Oh,
go.
nice. Nice. Very nice.
And that was the first time Jonathan picked up his paintbrushes in 4 years. So that felt so good that, you know, I was able to help him get inspired again and get him back with
Right.
his brushes. And yeah, all my fellow readers, we're all talented in so many ways. And there are so many artisans in our community that I would love to make this a regular every couple of weeks or so. And Rain says, ooh, that's super, Jonathan. Are you using acrylics?
Yes.
Nope, Grizzly, go. Sorry, my dog.
I'm using Liquitex Professional. I had an unopened case of them, so I'm just pulling them out.
And
it's just the classic colors, nothing special.
Yeah, because out of those, we make every color we want.
Yep, exactly.
The only thing that's missing is the metallics, which, you know, that's okay.
Yeah.
Add that later. I do have some metallic paints.
I love that so much, Jackie. Okay. And Jackie's Crystal Moon says, oh, Jonathan, that's fab. Flowing. Love it, Jonathan.
Yeah, I did a lot of
Nancy, I love
metallic
it, Jonathan.
in the throne and her crown and the staff. You can see them. There you go.
She shimmers. And Beth says, oh, Jonathan, love that. And hello, Kaylee Fogo Pogo, another artist who has to join us one of these days. She created her own deck. So that is Kaylee. Welcome. Just got back from my walk. Honestly, Jonathan, I use dollar store paints a lot of the time. They're fun for studies and for fun. Yes. And that's what I used as, you know, this painting right here. Just on paper, something, or like a chipboard that I wanted to use. It was given to me the last time we moved a couple of years ago to kind of put in between things. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to paint on that. No artist ever turns down a surface, you know, if it's clean enough and usable to play around with and paint. So that's what I did. I used the, you know, craft paints that you get at Walmart and the dollar stores and put that down. And
yeah.
And for me, I'm using something called Neo 2s. They're called aquarelles, and you can tell they're warm, they're loved. Here, let me get one that's not so dirty on there. So, and what these are is their number ones are non-water soluble. They're just a straight up crayon. But with these here, they're straight up crayon, but you can take water on a brush and you can water it and you can paint with it and you can put it on a surface.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, rub it on a surface and then take the brush and water it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be playing with today. Let's see. We got comments still coming in for talking about doggies. Yes, Rain's fur baby she just adopted. And Beth says, Jonathan, it's very art primitive. Love that. And Flowing, yes, the dollar store has art supplies.
Yeah.
I get a lot of paint sets at Ross for like $5 for like a whole set of like little mini acrylic paints. That's great.
You know, there's some pretty good stuff there, including their acrylics. They may not be the finest, but because they're thinner, you know, you can get that viscosity when you just want a little punch of color there.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Kaylee says most canvas, acrylic, paint. Yeah. We have several different ones. We got the Dollar Tree, the dollar store. Even though they're not a dollar now, they're like
Yeah,
$1.28.
yeah. Still called the dollar store.
So
But
And
it's
everything's
$1.25.
$2. Mm-mm.
and Five Below has some good stuff, but now Five Below is Five Below and over. So
Well, and you know what they're doing to my Dollar Tree is they've turned it into a Dollar Tree Plus store. So now you can go get things for $3 and $5. And, seasonal decorations like that is pretty cool that you don't have to go to Hobby Lobby or wherever like that to try to find it.
Yep.
More.
I miss having a regular art store. We
Yep.
do have a Ben Franklin here, but it's so pricey.
Oh,
Those
Go
like
to
our
either
Hyatts.
Ace Hardware or Ross or Target.
Target.
good old Target.
Target.
That's gesso, and I can't get the gesso out of the color now. Oh, well. So be it.
No mistakes, just happy accidents.
Happy accidents.
Oh, I'm gonna let people know something. Oh, he's
After
wearing
all-
a Bob Ross shirt.
Ever make mistakes in life?
Nah,
Let's make them birds. They're birds
Yes.
now.
lemonade, right?
Yep. And I just found out about Bob Ross is that just before he passed away, his business partner coerced him or kind of, swindled him into signing over his
Yeah.
name and brand to her. And now
Yeah.
his son, his family, none of them can profit off of anything that Bob done. All his paintings, his TV shows, any merchandise. His own son can't even use the family name and call it, it's really sad.
Yeah.
But that is a fun t-shirt. I love that.
Very sad.
I had to wear an appropriate painting shirt. Couldn't think of anything other than Bob Ross, of course.
Bob is with us.
That's what
in
everyone
spirit.
thinks of when they think of painting, right?
Right. Happy little trees.
Yeah, he inspired me to pick up a palette knife and try to make my own mountains.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everybody can be an artist, and it's the truth.
Yeah.
You don't have to. All you have to do is envision it in your head, and before you know it, you've got it down.
Oh, I can hear Kitty.
Yeah, he's demanding to come outside, but it's the blind one that disappeared
Yeah.
on us for 3 months, so he's kind of lost his outdoor privileges. Considering that's also how he ended up ours, because he was a patient of my husband's who ended up coming home.
Thank goodness he's
They're all coming home. Of course they are, because that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised
He's green.
one of mine haven't come in. Mommy, you got other kitties in there? Jonathan's roosters. I love the roosters.
I haven't heard one yet.
Oh, I thought I heard him going earlier.
Oh, maybe. Maybe I'm just so used to it, I don't even hear it anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Jackie, that's why could I never remember his name? Jonathan, your kitty? Mel.
That's small.
It's Maul. So that's who you're hearing, Jackie. That's Maul.
Yeah.
He's a blind kitty. He's a beautiful
He
blind
only has
kitty.
one eye that doesn't work, and we ended up getting him because he was my husband's a veterinarian, and Maul was one of his patients, and his family didn't know if they could deal with a special needs cat, so we ended up with him. That's just putting it nicely.
Yeah, Jonathan shared the story before a little bit, and yeah. Jonathan is being very nice right now. He's using tact.
I try.
Yeah.
Meow. Meow.
Yes, Ray, special needs are the best furry babies. And thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you've got some of your art supplies out, or whatever you do that you love to do that's creative, that gets you in the zone, that makes your
Yeah.
heart happy.
Yeah, is anyone edging a deck right now?
Ooh, I like this section. I need to get up here in a second. Oh, I love the birds. A little bit of
You
birds
bet.
right in my home. Alrighty, had to grab the paints. Oh. Let's see if what I need is in here. How is it? I don't have the dark green. I'm going to have to grab the gouache.
Well,
Jonathan or Diana, have you ever used gouache?
yes, and I love it. I also illustrate children's books, and I use it when I'm doing watercolor. When I'm doing those books.
Nice. Who was it that's recently talking about doing children's books? I know Cat Mama Meow. Kaylee, Photo Pogo. Weren't you talking about doing children's books in the future? I think because she created her own Lenormand.
Cool.
It's a dog Lenormand. It's really cute.
Ah,
If you like
love it.
dogs.
I actually created a Lenormand too.
Ooh, do tell.
Dude.
Yeah, I made it with photographs. Mostly my photographs. I did take a few from Pixabay to use. And I made a Hawaiian Lenormand.
Awesome.
Very nice. And so I'm going
That's
to
something I need to add to my Linktree.
Your what tree?
Linktree.
Oh, your Linktree, yes. And so I'm going to use some of my gouache. Now, this is a permanent gouache. This is by Holbein. And I like sharing my art supplies with people. It's a, because most gouache, you can re-wet, you can reactivate. With the Holbein, this one here is, it dries permanent. So I really enjoy it. They're kind of spendy it too. This is from going a few years back, but I absolutely love my Holbein.
Can I hold one more brush? What do you think?
That look like me when I'm doing mine. My regular canvas and stuff. Yep. One behind the ear, one in the mouth.
I don't need this one. There's no color on it. Where am I going now?
I like putting mine behind my ear. Sometimes I might put it in my mouth to grab another one.
I use chip brushes a lot, and you know how they shed, right?
Oh God, yes, those drive me nuts.
Yeah. I have so many paintings with brush hairs in them.
Yeah, I have so many brushes, and it's like, how many moths have eaten in this one? Should I trim it back and make it just a little flat edge?
Last time Jonathan found lizard eggs or lizard.
Oh, that's right. I was watching that. I saw that.
Mm-hmm. They came out crumbling. They're probably pretty old.
That's all right. Adds to it. Like, I don't know what happened to this. Some of this paint, I must have had gesso in it. That figures.
Oh, how nice, Nancy.
All right. It's a grainy shawl around her anyway, right?
Oh, where is my? Oh, Diane, I don't know if you saw this the last time I did the show with Jonathan, but this was bought for me by a friend of mine at the art store. And look what it says. You're doing
Fucking great.
so everybody, you're doing pretty great.
I love it. That's what we needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, brushes, you can't be drying on the vine here. Not allowed.
Yeah, that's the one negative about acrylic.
Yeah, I know. Like if you're not working fast.
Yeah. I mean, they have that stuff where you can prolong their wetness, but for me, it makes them a little too tacky.
Well,
So-
yeah, and then it like never dries.
Yeah.
And the whole point in using
Take like
acrylics
a
is,
month to dry, and then it's like,
Yeah.
well, wait, why didn't I just
Yeah.
use oils?
right? Depending on what color you've been using, for sure. Okay, now I need.
So Hershey would like to know again, Jonathan, what are you painting today?
I pulled the Two of Pentacles. So I'm really just kind of putting in like the base for the water and the sky right now.
Okay, back to cheddar, and we'll put. What do we put?
Hi, Hershey.
Meow.
Oh,
Did
Mom.
you start throwing your voice like that?
Trying to.
No, he's just demanding because me and the dogs are outside. And he's like, well, wait, what? Why aren't I out there? Because I
Right.
can't trust you.
Because you can't be trusted, you naughty little kitty.
Right. Last time you were outside, I found you on the other side of the park.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Like, dude, you're blind. Don't be wandering.
You'll never find your way back home. Sounds like a Stevie Winwood song. All right, now I need to get serious. So I need a good sepia. What's that? Oh, no, not violet. Oh, maybe red oxide. Huh? Little red oxide. What do you think?
A little bit of Sedona, sure. Whenever I hear red oxide, I think of
Yeah.
Sedona. I miss Sedona.
Now, I've never been.
Oh.
I don't think I
Good
could
one.
leave if I went.
Yeah, it was.
I also
lived
have
in
never been.
Flagstaff.
Mm.
Yeah, we lived in Flagstaff, so it was only 45 minutes away. Just too expensive to live there.
Yeah.
You have to be money. And I hear a lot of like retired military and whatnot and medical professionals and stuff make, because the homes are like $1 million or so in some areas. But what's nice is they don't really allow for much development to keep the beauty of the place. So when homes do go up for sale, you better be willing to cough up the money for one of those homes.
Uh-huh.
I have a confession. If we hadn't already got this house, we wouldn't be able to.
There you go.
Yeah.
Especially after the fires. Drove the price
Oh,
up of
yeah.
everything.
Come on. I can tell I'm using a tube paint.
It's a quick paint. That's why. Right?
Well, a little art tip for people who may not know in chat. If you want to, another way of lightening a color, because when you add white, it tends to kind of wash out the color a little bit. It lightens it. It kind of, it kind of, hate to use the word whitewashes it because you're using white, but because of the tint, if you use a color, like say, if you have a Payne's gray, which is a dark color, and you want to lighten it up, but you don't have any white, you could always use a lighter color of a blue, like cerulean or an ultramarine, and just play with using lighter, tones and shades of other colors to lighten and stuff. So there's a wonderful book that my teacher had us buy in college. I still have my original copies called Tonal Values. by Angela Gare, and she does a beautiful example of what you can do when you use lighter shades of a color to to lighten to tint a darker color. Just really beautiful. Shoot, it's like people can't see me painting. Hi, Viviani. So
Viviane.
I'm going to turn my stuff around a little bit. I won't be able to see chat for a few moments, just to give people an idea of what I'm doing.
Does anyone else love painting water? Or is it just me?
Painting water?
Oh, yes, I do.
The water is very calming. Yeah. I'm better at doing water with like colored pencils and stuff to be able to blend, but yeah, I love water.
My last oil painting was The Girl in the Bubble. Well, Forever Dancing is what it's called. And it's a woman in a bubble floating over the water. And I did it for a friend of mine. She's helped everybody. She helps everybody. And she actually helped me find this house, but she's also been a sister to my brothers for the 30 years I was down in Virginia and wasn't really part of the life up here. So love her dearly. And it's kind of how we feel about each other because we are into rock and roll. My brothers are musicians.
Oh, very cool. My Shan's a guitar player.
My sons also. One plays lead, one plays guitar. And the same thing with my brothers, although they all play everything.
Yeah. Shan's one of the ones that can hear a song, pick up the guitar, and play it out until he gets the chords and then plays it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's how my baby brother, who is the Wang Chung guitarist of the century, he started out on a plastic ukulele playing by ear. And in 1961, on a plastic ukulele that you couldn't even tune.
Yeah. Hi, Rosie. I mean, Rossi. Rosanna. Every time I see Rosanna pop in, I start singing, Rosanna, Rosanna. By Toto.
Yeah.
I love talking about music. You're just watching, there's a channel on YouTube called, the last guy's name is Bioto. He was
rock, yeah.
Yeah, and he just did the other day he released an interview. It was about an hour and 20 minutes with Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
And the voice that was everybody's background voice too, in the 70s and stuff, and the Doobie Brothers and
well, yeah.
And it's so weird when you hear him talk, he sounds nothing like when he sings. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
That voice.
And Beto I love watching Beto. He's where was I here? See why I don't talk while I'm working?
Oops. How did you
see, I didn't want white.
I'm distracting my guests.
I'm too sucked in by my painting. But yeah, I'm getting the waves in. What do you think?
There you go. Ride in the wave. Talk about beautiful music. Beautiful water where you are. Yeah.
Happy coincidences here.
Coincidences? There's no coincidences in art. Just kidding.
Happy mistakes?
There
Happy
you
little
go.
mistakes. There you go.
Hey, howdy, Gerald. Popping in to show support. Thank you.
Gerald says, I can't talk while creating. That's true. Whilst
I
creating.
can't. Look at the mistakes I'm making.
It's
Oh, no.
my fault.
Happy
I keep
coincidence.
distracting. I keep distracting my guests. Oh.
All right, I think we're ready for the head and some antlers here.
Yes, Diana's doing a painting based on her Ellen of Trod card. Very beautiful. Okay, why is my wash drying so light? This isn't cool. But yeah, I love oil paint. That's always my favorite.
Yeah.
I miss working with it, but with the fumes where we are, not enough ventilation. So and those people that go into the art store and just uncap a tube of oil paint and just go.
Just for the smell, don't you? It's
Yeah.
intoxicating.
Uh-huh.
Definitely intoxicating.
Takes me back to my college days in the studios. Let's see, Diana, we call them design elements when mistakes happen. There you go. That was Gerald.
Oh, Gerald, thank you. All right, am I ready for her head? I don't know.
I'm not really following this card like I was going to.
Well, you know.
The dark greens. I know the painting tells you where it wants to go. At least that's how it's always been for me.
It does do that.
I'm like, no, this is what we're going to do. No, this is what we're going to do.
Let me show you what we're going to do.
Yeah. Thank you, Gerald, for putting Diana and Jonathan's links in the chat.
Thank you, darling. Okay, now we need. Yeah. Before you get any farther with that, go there, go do this.
Don't pass go, do not collect 200.
Yeah.
I'm barely keeping up with chat here. I'm just like,
yeah.
Right? I need to look away from painting once in a while.
Yeah.
Now is when I need a flat with an edge, and I don't have one handy. Oh, well.
I have one here.
Okay.
It's like, thanks.
All right. Can we just hand it through the screen? Here you go.
Through the screen. Flowing. This is so relaxing. Yes, it is.
It is. I'm so glad that they're enjoying it too, because I'm having a blast.
So Gerald said that the link that's in the description isn't working for Jonathan. Just go in into YouTube, type in Jonathan Daly, and I'll take you right to him. I'll have to check that next time Jonathan and I go live.
Okay, which one do
I? I wish I could just hand you the flat. Here you go. Here's a fan for you.
Done with that one. I should hang on to you. We're done with that one. Okay, I'll hold the three of you. See where we're going now. Try to do her head. I found a flat.
Hey Gerald, while you're here, have you ever played with the Neo Color 2s by Karen Dosh? They have the Neo 1s, which are straight up non-water soluble, but they're Neo2s. You can use them dry or apply them with water. And they dissolve beautifully. So people in chat, would you like to see this as a regular segment? Because I would love to keep doing this and having Jonathan, Diana, whoever else would like to join, Gerald, who's art, Kaylee, do a rotation, do this maybe every other week or once a month. Just really thoroughly enjoying this. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. And thank you, Jonathan and Diana, for agreeing to.
Well, of course. It's been so much fun. Thank you for getting me back into painting.
Oh, you're welcome. I know I haven't been doing much. I've been playing with my oil pastels, but it's nice to be able to. I like using the fingertips too. Fingers are just as good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
as long as you're not dipping in it.
I just had to wash my fingers.
Depending on how much altered art I'm really doing. That's another thing I like to do is altered art books.
Mm-hmm.
Journaling that way. Don't be looking like a cow now. You're supposed to be a deer.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Any more red.
The struggles of all artists. Right?
The struggle is real. Oh, Kaylee says, I do have a painting I need to start and work on. There you go, Kaylee. And not only is Kaylee an artist, she's a poet, and she's one of our readers as well. She did her first live readings with me on Friday, on my Friday show. So, Kaylee, you're officially one of us now. Welcome to the club.
Okay, back to this color. Oh, Harley.
Yep, I live on a main street, so.
I know that sound. I used to ride. I had a Springer Softail.
Oh, wow. Even a
But
biker babe.
after 50 years of healthy riding, it was time to give it up.
Yeah. My dad had like 5 Harleys when my mom and dad were first married, and then us kids came along, and mom's like, nope, we gotta go.
Yeah, mothers can do that.
So, a question for my guest: if there's one place that you could go to paint, to like do plein air or go outside, go outside, do plein air, and paint, where would it be?
Oh, goodness. Where would I go for plein air? Back to Virginia or Colorado.
What about you, Jonathan? No, Jonathan's in paradise.
I'm kind of.
Yeah, right. He's already there.
Well, other than Hawaii, I wouldn't mind plein airing somewhere in Europe or the UK.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun to plein air at the top of the tour.
Yes. Everyone's what? Glastonbury tour. The site of
Glastonbury
the
tour.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
I would just assume everyone knows what it is.
Avalon. Yeah, that would be beautiful. For me, I would love to be able to, they have I don't know if they still do it, but they have a workshop that you can sign up for. And I think they pick about maybe 5 people or 6 at the most. I can't remember how many, but it's very, very limited. And you can apply to paint at Ghost Ranch, where George O'Keeffe's studio and stuff is. You get to paint on the outside in the courtyard at her place and in the surrounding mountains. That is one place would be a dream for me. Amazing. And Giverny in France, where Monet did his bridge and the water lilies and everything. They have an art
Well,
residency there.
yeah, Monet.
Yeah. I've been in the presence of some of those water lilies, and there's just nothing like it. Nothing in the world.
So I went to do this workshop of a woman who does abstracts, and she was trying to teach everybody how to do abstract from the water lily. And no, I had to do it the way the water lilies are supposed to look, because I just can't do it. I tried and it just didn't look right. And before I knew it, I was painting the bridge over the water lily pond. So
Yeah.
I failed.
I took this one art class a few years ago, and the woman knew that what I did was abstract, and we were painting one night, and she sat right behind me. She was, a friend of the teachers and a regular, and she goes in front of everybody while I'm painting. Yeah, well, abstract art, that's not real art.
What?
And some people
Talk
were,
to Jackson Pollock about that.
well, according to her, anything that's abstract is not real art. And I turned around, I looked at her, and she looked at me like, okay, say something. And I just turned around away
Wow.
from her. I shook my head, and some people, and then one person in the group in the class was like, yes,
Wow.
it is. Of
You
course
know
it
what?
is."
People who are jealous usually criticize like that.
Yep.
Oh, she was so full of herself. I was just, I don't, I stopped going there years ago, but
Yeah,
it just still surprises me, the audacity just to be rude. Let's see
right.
how rude we can be. Rosanna, I love seeing the process of art. Yes. Um, Kaylee, credit goes to you, Heather, getting me out of my bubble. You're welcome, dear. Mystical place in my head is where flowing would love to go. And then Beth, Diana, you didn't fail. You learned more about yourself.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much.
I love that. Yeah.
I did learn, especially back at that time, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't envision things that way,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah, me, I felt too constrained to draw exactly, after one point. I just wanted to. Once I learned about painting and learned about paint and that, the pencils and stuff, it was just like, it was all downhill from there. It was just like, I had just had to slap the color around and, this and that, and do a still life. Yeah, you can see some of it was a still life.
Right? All right. This woman's got 13 points. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points on each one. 8-point buck. Female.
Hey, that's my life path.
Female, not a buck. Sorry. So there we go.
Yeah, I told the story last time about the horrible art teacher that I had in college. It made me stop taking art classes.
Yeah, those kind of teachers.
Yeah. I had one coach, right? An adult, not paint night, continuing education kind of thing. And the guy would take my brush and paint on my painting. It's like, now, wait a minute. Like, why are you doing that?
Oh, yeah, I had teachers in college do that. Yeah.
I don't need that kind of help. That's not help. That's you doing my painting, and I don't appreciate it. Where was I? What was I going to do with this? Oh.
And Beth said, that's ridiculous. I got an art teacher removed because she criticized my daughter for painting a pink sun. Yeah, that was me. I was into the phobes. I did the landscape, the plein air.
Isn't that called plein air?
I was out. I go, yellow sun? No, I want mine to be purple or pink. I would make mountains greens and blues and reds and,
Yeah, exactly.
My art teacher was okay at one point with that with me. I miss her. She was my art mom.
I hear bird.
Yes. Yep, we're hearing the robins. We're seeing the robins.
Oh, that's the cardinal.
Oh. I gave my
That's
birds
cardinal
mixed
you
up.
hear.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, tell me I didn't bring a spotter. Yeah, got
You didn't bring a spotter?
spotter. A daughter spotter. Try to put some
Yes,
eye.
following the cardinal sun. Yes. So Diana, what kind of music does your sons like to play?
Rock,
Southern rock?
oh no, the rock, but one of my sons does a lot of techno stuff right now.
Okay.
He's got his handle is MAUDE mod, and you'll find him on Spotify.
Okay.
In fact, he just released a new album yesterday, or not album, a new song yesterday. So it's good, you know. I mean, make you move, but of course, rock and roll, because we're from Detroit,
Yeah.
Rock City.
Yeah, my sister's first husband was with the Coast Guard, and they were stationed up for a few years up in Taos Bay. And so when I was 10 years old, I got to spend the summer going into the beach. She lived right under the lighthouse. And it took me like a week to get used to falling asleep with the horn going off. And then like after I got home, I couldn't sleep for a week because I didn't hear the horn anymore. But it was so nice. We walked right out into the lake. You know, you can go out for like half a mile and the water would still be up to your waist. It was beautiful.
Well, my one of my brothers is in the Michigan Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as the best guitarist of, I can't remember what year it was, but it was back in the 90s, 92 maybe.
Wow.
So he was inducted into the Michigan Hall of Fame.
Right.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, you're starting to look like a deer. I need a little spotter of white.
So how's yours coming along, Jonathan?
Here, let me show you what I've got so far.
Yeah.
I'm getting lost in the paint.
That's okay.
There you go.
I got a little lawn that I'm still going to work on. Oh, I just put my thumb in it.
Nice.
And then I got the waves that I'm going to put the boats on once the waves dry. I'm trying to decide if I want to add clouds to the sky or just leave it like this dark, ominous blue.
Very cool. Put Diana on the big screen for a bit and see what she's doing. There she is. We can see it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. You know, the thing is this children's series of books that I've been working on, I've been doing a deer in there called Mr. Buck. And so when I look at this card, that is not Mr. Buck's head. And I look at my cow over here, and I guess this one does look more like a cow than she does like a deer. So.
And Jackie says, amaze balls, lads.
Just some more of those happy
glare. So let's see what I can do here. And if I can just lift a little bit. And there. Sorry, guys. There we go.
Nice.
So it's kind of hard to see me up close, but I love the textures and things that you can get with the.
I love those textures. Getting really nice textures in there.
Why don't I have a brown? A regular old brown. I have Naples yellow, which I don't want. Do I not?
Plenty of
brown? No, I don't want crimson.
Diana. I didn't think of it. I was like, oh, I should look at my browns, and my eye caught one. I said, oh, I'll put some on the screen and see what.
I really do not have a brown. I'm not even in these Dina Wakeley's. Oh, I have umber. That'll work.
Or you can mix some blue and orange together and get a brown.
Oh, that means I got to look for blue now. Thanks.
Oh. What?
How about green and red? That'll make you brown.
That's what I was going to take this umber and the red oxide. That might work a little bit. Just need some depth in this, you know?
Yeah, the lawn. It's the two
Beth
of
says,
coins.
love that, Jonathan.
I feel like there should be some earthiness to it instead of just the ocean.
So Beth is complimenting on all the artwork. Thank you, Beth.
Thanks, Beth.
Basia.
Thank you.
I call her my spice girl, my tarot spice girl. It sounds like a spice, a spacia.
Yeah. Or something you should put on a pita bread. Yum.
Mm.
Cheese, Asiago.
Oh, she loves the Asiago bagels. We find them every now and then in the grocery store.
When I first saw her name, that's what I thought it was.
Oh, it was Asiago.
I like using a small fan brush to make grass.
Yeah.
Oh, I got myself on the bake. I'm sorry, everyone. I forgot to put my back small. I'm sorry about that. And yes, Heather's using her finger for some areas. I actually created some finger paintings, but with the texture. I got my medium, and I just kept dipping my finger, and the texture I made on a few pieces. This is going back about 6 years ago or so. And it was kind of cool. My fingers were a little raw. But...
Yeah, I don't think I have a piece of clothing that doesn't have paint on it.
Oh God, yeah.
That's when you know you're a painter.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's my good stuff, right? Like, where I have a habit of finding wet paint somehow.
Well, most of my clothes at this point have splotches of ink because my husband keeps forgetting to take his pens out of his pocket. So often I don't find them until I'm taking the clothes out of the dryer and everything's splattered with ink.
Oh no.
Well, aloha, Stephanie Burrows. Thank you for coming.
You're new. I don't know who you are, but welcome. Good to see you.
That's the creator of Oak, Ash, and Thorn, and Smoke, Ash, and Embers, and the
Really?
Physical and Oracle.
Oh, I have the book that I've had it since like 1990, Oak, Ash, and Thorn. So,
but it's the Oak, Ash, and Thorn Tarot, which is the
little, not DJ
well, what
book.
I'm wondering or asking is, did she base it on that book?
Oh, so Stephanie, Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck, was that based on DJ Conway's book? That's the question.
I actually have had that book since the 90s myself. So.
Yeah, we still have it. I still have it in the collection.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it like a Bible?
The originals. I mean, right now there's so much stuff on the shelves. They don't even, put the originals up anymore.
Stephanie is the creator of the Oak, Ash, and Thorn, not the artist. I'm taking this down so I have a little more control.
I'm not the artist. Oh, you're the writer, the creator. Okay. Wish I had access to my books right now. I'd pull out and show everybody the book that we're talking about, but that just popped away.
Yeah, mine's upstairs in the Moon Lodge, so I was just reading it
Mine
the
is
other day.
also upstairs.
But it's a
Funny that we
fabulous
all
book.
have the book, though.
Yeah. You know, it's a spellcaster's Bible, so.
Pretty much.
Amber.
Let's see, Stephanie says, not based on anything really, except for my surroundings here in the UK and the fact that I love all
Oh,
the cute things. Okay. Well, Stephanie, the door is always welcome if you wanted to join. I know you said you're not the artist, but any of our, people in our tarot community that creates decks, even writers, any, even chatters who want to join, myself, Diana, Jonathan, whoever my guest would like to join for me that day, you're always welcome. We all started from somewhere with our art. So there's like no, one, how do I say this? Not feeling like you're less of an artist because you're working with people who've been doing it for a while. This is all just about having fun, intuitively creating, and just enjoying the process and each other's company. And it's a great way to meditate, and it has
exactly.
health benefits for entertainment purposes only, because I'm not a doctor, but they do show, there are studies that show that when people color in a book or they draw or they paint, their blood pressure does go down, they relax more, their heart rate goes down, and it helps relax a person's body. So, and it's a great coping skill too for those who might suffer from extreme anxiety, PTSD, and everything. So I love that.
Those are the peacocks.
Oh,
Ah,
and he's got peacocks. Oh God, Jonathan.
Well,
really
it's
do
not
live
us
in
that
it.
has it. It's the orchard next door.
I know,
awesome.
but you live next to an orchard that has them. You can
But
look
they're
over.
they're wild.
Yeah, they just wander wildly. I've actually had them like on my roof, staring in the window at me as I'm getting dressed. I'm like, really?
Excuse me.
Silly human.
I'm like, what are you doing, staring at me right now? I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Haven't you guys heard of personal space?
Well,
Yeah, they like to come up also when I'm doing magic. Like there was one time I had just finished a spell, and I hear honk honk, and I look up, and there's like a male peacock standing in the window staring at me. And I go to look, and like it's him and his 4 hens are just like on the roof staring at me, like they took part in the ritual.
That's beautiful. They let their energy to you.
Yeah.
yo.
And it made me think, oh, okay, I should probably thank Hera.
Oh boy, let's see. We are at 4:09. So how much longer did you two would like to continue? Because I know, Diana, you got other shows.
Yeah, I got another show coming up with Viviani and Linda and Valerie. So a couple more minutes and I gotta go.
All righty. Jonathan, you want to hang out till about 4:30?
Sure. That sounds good.
Half hour.
I mean,
okay.
Considering I wasn't expecting to start till about 9 minutes ago.
I just wish they would get rid of this time change. It's ridiculous.
I know.
It's a pain in the ass.
I'm retired. Did I mention that? I don't change. If I have an appointment,
I live somewhere that does not do daylight savings.
Right? They if I have an appointment, they text me. With plenty of time. All right. I'm gonna go. Hopefully this will look more like
here. Let me put you on the big screen. There we go. Oh wow. Beautiful.
It's getting there.
Wow. Yeah, I like it.
Getting there. I don't
And
want it to be exact,
and everybody be sure what time does that go on? At 5?
5:30, but I definitely need to
Yes.
grab something to eat because
Yep.
I didn't in between. So thank you so much for having me. I'm
Well, thank
so
you for
glad you
joining
made
us.
me start something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Get
Wonderful.
my
I'm
big
glad to hear that.
German head out of the picture here. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye bye, Diana. Thank you.
Bye, Diana. Oh, and she's gone.
And she's gone. So yeah, at 5:30, I'm sure Viviani will be simulcasting. I don't know if Linda De Gonzalez will. If it's with Val, I think she said Val Dragonfly Crystals, she'll be um, multi simulcasting. Excuse me.
Simulcasting. Yeah.
So, and that's when they do the Akashic readings called something called the Mantle. That they're doing Cloak and Mantle, I believe it's called.
Very cool. I'm walking in the little mini boats. Of course, I'm making them more almost childlike, but that's just.
Going
I'm
with the
having to
flow.
relearn a lot of my old painting skills that I took for granted because I didn't use them.
Yep. Well, it takes a while to get back on the bike, but
I
eventually it
love
all
it
comes
as
back.
boat as I'm painting a boat. Oh. So it's starting to come along. Here's my little boat.
Oh, look at the boats. There they are.
Blocking them in. I'm gonna let them dry, and then I'll maybe add some shadows and stuff. Maybe I'll put a little decoration on the sails too.
And I agree, Jackie. Jackie's Crystal Moon said, I love when peeps come up with new ideas for lives. This is fab. Thank you. I mean, I had to bring what was mostly me because before the tarot, there was this is Heather, the tarot's extra. So for me, it was always about writing, being outside, doing the art, the music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice now that I can bring in, these other elements now, new elements altogether. Thank you. I agree.
The peacock is agreeing with you there.
I
Might be a
just hope
peahen,
someday
actually.
it would be nice if we ever were able to afford our own home somewhere. I would love to get another drum set and start playing again. It's been years. I would like
I
to
used
bring
to
that
play
back into
piano,
my.
and I don't think I could even remember how to do it anymore. It's been so long.
I mean, I was no John Bonham, but I love playing along with my CDs and Metallica and the Go-Go's and the hair bands was big when I started, when I had my drum set. So, I mean, for me, my hero was Rick Allen. I mean, a drummer who lost an arm, yet he was still drumming. He loved his craft, his instrument that much, where he worked out in his head and with other people that he could still play using his other foot with his foot to make up for his arm that he lost. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, he was an amazing drummer, I'd say.
And they're still touring. Joe can't hit those notes anymore, but. Oh, wow.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying this.
Okay.
A lot of people don't like abstract art, but you know what? It's my gig. It's my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me happy. And Fatima
I like
said,
impressionistic
wow,
myself, so that's why my paintings are always like
the
art
broken
minimum,
yep.
I guess, because I kind of like break it down into just the basic shapes. So I like
All
the
about light.
impressionistic version of it versus trying to be realistic.
Yeah, the Impressionists love their light. That's why that was called, the broken strokes, trying to catch the light, the color,
Yep.
and the fauves that just played with and just. That's what I loved about the fauves. Purple boats, blue skies, red skies, pink clouds, whatever, whatever they were feeling.
Oh, to this day, still sirens kind of make my heart pound a little.
Mm. And you're still starting your day. It's after 4 o'clock here. And
Yeah, no, it's like 10:15 here. So we got to remember 6 hours difference now, not 5.
So you guys don't change at all. That's right.
No, but we still have to deal with the repercussions because everyone else does. Right?
Yeah.
There's not that many places that don't do it, but wow, I'm not sure what's going on.
Maybe it's the sirens. They don't like it. Probably hurts their ears.
That's over here, and they're about to send off all the peacocks.
Mm.
Well, it sounded like, because the ambulances, police, and fire trucks all have different sounding sirens, and I'm pretty sure that was fire truck.
Gotcha.
So it always gives me a little like.
Stephanie says, I love all kinds of art. It's a bit like my taste in music. Yep.
Yep,
I like so many
agree.
different things. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was it lately? I told Shan I have to find the CD because I didn't realize how great of a disc it was when it first came out because I was kind of listening to other music. But I put on Disintegration by The Cure the other day, and I was laying in bed at night listening to it, and just the melodies, the music, the tones, the guitar. I mean, I was just laying in bed going, oh my God, why did it take so many years for me to really start appreciating some of this other music? So
Mm-hmm.
when I do art, I have music going. It inspires me because sometimes I'll see or hear colors and things, and I'll be like, oh, this song feels like this color and that color, and so yes,
You
definitely
can want to make
music
a
and art.
tightrope for the guy to be standing on.
What you gonna do?
Tightrope
Tightrope. Okay.
because it's the two of pentacles, the guy, the juggler. Right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, well, I've seen it on multiple people's images, but you can sometimes see the juggler on the tightrope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's appropriate for some reason.
Well, a deck by whose creator I shall not mention, whose name I shall not mention, she uses a high wire and balances off has her finger bouncing off the high wire. So, Jackie, I really hope that Ray joins me one of these days. That would be great. She could simulcast from her channel for her art, and be fun if you would join too, Jackie. Let's see. Stephanie says my Spotify list is so big and so diverse. I have iTunes, but yeah, I get it. I really enjoy the people I've been discovering on my social media feeds. Some amazing singers out there and ours too. Yeah, I don't like mainstream music. It's just too fabricated. It's just too auto voice.
Formulaic.
It's just, I love the indie music that I come across, So yeah.
I'm a big supporter of indie everything.
Yeah. There's an amazing female singer. She's Iranian. She doesn't live in Iran, I don't think, anymore because what she does, and that probably would get her killed. But her name is Sev Daliza, and her voice, her music, just very powerful. Sometimes a little confusing, a little cryptic, but her voice. I mean, just yeah, she's amazing. So I like discovering. And sometimes for me, it's not a whole band or artist. It might be a song or two here or there that connects with me, sonically, musically, Oh, I love that. Every time I hear him, I
And I
look at
love
my
that they
peacock
keep
feather.
doing it right, like in conjunction with what you're saying.
Yep. I have a peacock feather, so I always look. I keep wanting to look over at it when I hear that. It's so sweet.
It's interesting. I was doing some research because we find peacock feathers, and I don't remember who it was now, but someone was like, "Oh no, you should never keep peacock feathers in your house. It's bad luck." I was like, "What?" So I started doing research, and it's true. Like a lot of Europeans consider it bad luck to have a peacock feather in the house for some reason, but a lot of Asian cultures consider it good luck to have a
Yeah.
peacock feather. It's just funny our
Yeah, I hear you. Like black cats being bad luck. Oh, please.
right or Friday the 13th being a bad day or bad luck day.
Well, my Shan was born on Friday the 13th. It's his birthday tomorrow, so it's like that wasn't bad luck. I think
Right?
I got lucky. Friday the 13th. Wow. So yeah, it's just that superstition.
Well, the reason why I'm thinking about it is because this morning when I was driving my son to school, he brought it up. He's like, "Oh, his friend is on like the little league baseball team, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, my friend's jersey number is 13. It's bad luck. I'm like, bad luck?
Oh,
Who
wow.
told you it's bad luck? A lot of people consider it good luck. But it was interesting, that conversation.
Yeah, they were saying on TV too that a lot of places and buildings will not put a floor number 13 because of that. They'll skip it. They'll do floor number 12 and then they'll do, floor 14 in some places. I'm like, come on, people. And let's see. Okay, we have a recommendation from Stephanie. The Teskey brothers are awesome. They're an Australian band and their song Rain is powerful. I'll have to check them out. And Stephanie said, I think birds are viewed as bad luck here. My sister-in-law won't even have wallpaper with birds on it. I love birds. They're everywhere. Wow. I'll let Shan know that you said happy birthday, Jackie. He probably already hears. He's in the other room playing his video game. Stephanie, I'm in Ireland. English tourists get quite upset when they see me feeding birds. I love the birds. Please. Humans keep thinking that they're the end all be all of the species on this planet. We all supposed to live in harmony with each other.
Bad thing about being in the tropics, flies in my ear.
Oh God, flies everywhere. There's areas here where it's like the mosquitoes are ridiculous. You can't get away from them. And then you get those flies that bite and that hurt. Oh, I hate those.
Well, the funny thing for me is I'm the type, I don't know what it is about my blood, but mosquitoes love me.
Yep,
And
same here.
like I can be complaining about like, oh my God, so many mosquitoes biting me, and like everyone else around me is like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, Shan's like, oh, they just like your blood. I'm like, doesn't make me feel any better. Shush.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Thanks, no thanks. Oh, what did Jackie add here?
Thanks for nothing.
Jackie's Crystal Moon, says Stephanie. Wow, I want to start making friends with the crows here. Oh, that's amazing. What are you painting, Heather? Well, Stephanie, I'm an abstract artist. I'm an intuitive painter. And I started this a couple weeks ago when I was working with Jonathan. I pulled a card and I used the colors. And it's kind of hard to see, but at the end. Well, actually, I might as well take it off because we only got 5 minutes left. So I'll just take this off.
Okay. Maybe I should.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I can, but I got to eat soon. It's like 30 here. So.
Yeah, I kind of skipped breakfast because I thought I saw it in an hour.
So, it's kind of hard to see here because Stephanie, I've got an iPad on a stand. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah, move the keyboard away from the thing of water. Oh no, and I take myself off the screen. Here we go. Let's see. Put me over. So here. Alrighty. There we go. And that's what I did today. I got a little bit more to work on, and then I'm going to say I'm done. So
I guess I should find a stopping point for.
That's me. That's for me today.
So this is what I have so far.
Let's get you on the big screen.
So I just blocked out the figure. I haven't started painting them yet. So
very cool. I wonder if we do this enough that you'll be able to make 78 cards and you'll have your own tarot deck, Jonathan.
Probably.
There we go. Incentive.
Yeah, I know, right? We just need to do it 76 more times.
Hey, there's 365 days in a year. We're down to 11. But yeah. So everybody. Oh, hi, Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Hey, Allison, this is what we're just about ready to end. Let me just show I can take a picture and show Allison. Oh my God, we got to be sure, folks, but.
Here, and big in yourself.
There we go. And Jonathan just shared his painting.
Yeah, I did the Two of Pentacles. Well, I'm in the middle of doing the Two of Pentacles.
Who likes to? Oh, it's Ginger that likes to say Pentacles. It's the Two of Pentacles. Is that Pentacles? She calls them Pentacles.
Yeah, and Jackie wants me to paint a whole deck, and so does Stephanie. Thank you for this, Heather. I'm going to go back and keep working on it after we're done.
I'm muted. I even hit the mute button. So, Alice says,
like, where are you?
Stephanie says, create a deck, Jonathan. And that's what I told Jonathan, a tarot deck.
Yeah.
And Allison says, headed home from work and just found something to listen to on the way. Hello to everyone in chat. Beautiful weather here. Yeah, we got beautiful weather here too today, Allison. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So.
And of course, the wind is helping to dry everything.
Oh, I so needed this today, Jonathan. And thank you again, Diana. Watch you back later.
Yes, thank you, Diana. And thank you, everyone who is watching the replay.
Yes, I really loved this. Totally needed it. Now I'm going to make a bagel.
Oh, Allison says that she's driving, can't look right now, but she will hit the replay.
Yeah. Most definitely. Cool. And yeah, Jonathan, you got anything coming up this week?
No, I need to start getting back on things. I want to start doing my deck interviews again, specifically for people who do like indie decks. I feel like I want to support indie creators more.
That's nice.
What is it called? I just recently got the Wheel of Change. Is it the Wheel of Change tarot? I think that's what it is. And I'm talking to the creator about getting her on my channel. But I'm waiting for the book to come, which I had to order through like a print on demand place.
Nice.
What is it called? Millions of Books or something? 8 million books, or I can't remember the name of the place. But...
All right. Well, that's cool.
Thank you, and thank you guys for loving my work when it's still pretty. It's okay, but I still feel like I have so much to remember.
And practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
Exactly. And really quick, Jeff, it's good to see you. I hope you are doing well and feeling better. Thanks for popping in. Stephanie says, thanks for sharing your art. So did Nancy. Jackie, love it, guys. And tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jackie, Allison, and I will be reading on another case. So hopefully you can join us then. And until next time, Jonathan, again, thank you
Thank you.
for joining me. And everybody, we will see you in the next chat live, and have a great rest of your day.
Aloha, hui ho.
Aloha.